The quickest, the simplest, the most effective, and the most powerful ways of bringing an amazing sky into your Blender renders. This video is sponsored by Physical Starlight and Atmosphere. So recently I was helping out in this Archviz project right here. It's pretty cool, and at the end of the day, I didn't really know how to do the sky, so I ended up doing, well, the usual HDRI with a big giant plane, and it gave me good enough images, but I want to show you how we can sort of elevate this a little bit more. So let's go and show you exactly that. So I'm going to press Control N and make myself a new sort of file here. I have a little terrain generation file. If you want to find out more about that, I've got it linked down in the description. I'm not happy with that terrain. Let's pick another one, and yet another one indeed, and there we go. That's nice and fun there. So the first and foremost way that we all know how to make things look sort of pretty is, well, bring in an HDRI, and this is pretty simple. We're just going to go over here to the world properties, and here where it says the color, we're going to bring in an environment texture. Now you can go over to Polyhaven and download a whole bunch of stuff there. Let's just bring in an EXR just so that we have it. Here it is. Let's bring that in, and that's how that's looking. Okay, not exactly fantastic. And keep in mind, this is not a teeny tiny thing. You might be saying, well, the lighting's all off because of that. No, this is 32 or 36,000 meters in size. Really not what I'm expecting. I want this to be much better. Maybe it needs a material. Let's go and add a material. So let's just quickly add a material here. Let's make it what, brownish, dark brown dirt color, and we'll go for something like that. Let's also make this less specular. Let's also make this rougher. Still not looking great. Okay, well, the other alternative way of doing this is actually with a free add-on. It's over here. We're going to go into Edit, Preferences, look up Dynamic Skies, turn that bad boy on, and then right here you'll have a new Create, Dynamic Sky, create that, and then we'll go back to our world properties. On this drop down here, we're going to open up Dynamic 1, and this changes everything up. Now it doesn't look that great right now, but if you look up, we have clouds. So that's pretty good, right? There's clouds. We can change the sky color here, make it look a little bit more organic. And let's see, anything else that we can really play around with? Well, we got the sun control, the sun value here, how hard it is, how soft it is. Maybe we can change how the shadow contrast is going on, make this look a little bit better. There's not much that I can do here. This is sort of really good if you're tight in a spot, and it's gonna work. Not really that great. At the end of the day, you still won't have that real sun sort of feeling. So how can we fix that? Now, I am going to say this is completely and utterly sponsored, but goodness me, I wish I had this add-on. I would have bought it in a heartbeat because it just fixes things, and that is Physical Starlight and Atmosphere. The link is down in the description if you want to support the channel. It is an affiliate link. We're going to just click this and check this out. One click, that's right, one click, and we have this here already. So let's just bring in a camera over here, I think. So I'm going to press Shift A. Let's bring in a camera right there, go into the camera view itself. I'm going to make this just a little bit longer so we can see far away. Let's also make our view stuck to the camera, and now let's just pull out here and look at that. This is just unreal. Every single time I do this, I just can't get over it. This blows my mind. Now, straight out of the box, we are currently working with cycles. I'm going to change this over to GPU, obviously. Let's make this just 10, super duper small, and denoise it. Let's get a quick render out right here just to get a look at things before I go through the settings and show you how cool this really can get. So let's just do a render right now. And here's how it turns out. Okay, not exactly fantastic, nothing that wow, but that's because we haven't actually set up anything. Remember, that was just one single click, and we have this entire sky looking thing. Let's actually go into the settings here. Now, there's a lot of settings. Don't get overwhelmed by them. Really, they are simple. They're just little categories. So first, let's go and do this object fog. This is something that many times you forget about it. Let's just turn it on and it'll make perfect sense. Click apply. Look at that. It looks real now. This just blows my mind every single time I do that. So very quickly, let's do another render right now so you can see the result. And there you have it. That's the second render. Now, I would like to add a little bit of glare to this to make it really sort of pop, but already that is nuts. So let's do that glare right now. So we're going to go over to compositing. Let's go use nodes. Let's just pull this out like that there. I'm going to bring in a viewer just so that we can see what's happening. So you can, more than anything, see why I'm doing this. So we've got that image going in there. Let's then bring in just a glare node, nothing that crazy. Glare, whack that in there, change that over to a fog glow. And then we're going to go for what? 0.06. And then maybe we'll go for a threshold of 0.5. And then make that size of 9. And just look at that. That is unreal. So we're going to whack that up there. There we have it. Probably best add a denoise up here if you want, but I'm not going to bother about that right now. But there, let's just render that out quickly to take another look. And here is the rendered result now with that glare. This is unreal. Remember, I made this in literally 3 seconds. Okay, but now that we've got to that point, let me show you a little bit more of the add-on, because that was just sort of, let's just turn it on and see what happens. Okay, so we have this. It's already looking amazing. Let's go to this atmosphere. Let's start playing around. I think the quickest and simplest way is to show you the assets that come with it. It works off the asset browser. So I'm just going to go into my asset browser. I already have it configured in there. And you'll just see that we have some amazing skies right here. And this really is as simple as it gets. This is one I've created myself. Just drag, drop. I'm going to remove this copy of a sun. And it's going to go a little bit weird for a moment. So let me just bring that back in there. And here we go. Tools into our atmosphere, down to our ground here. Turn that on and off. If you want, you can have it off. We can go to our ground fog, reapply that lovely goodness. Just look at that. This is unreal. And this is, remember, this is just as it is. This is viewport shading, nothing crazy. So what about Eevee? Does this work in Eevee? It does. Let's go into Eevee rendering right here. So this is already now in Eevee. Let's make this look even cooler. Let's add some bloom. Look at that right there. Let's add some screen space reflections. This is both in Eevee and in Cycles. This is just unreal. Okay, let's add a Mars look instead. There we go. Now we're on Mars. You might be wondering, how can this work as it's on Mars? Well, there's got this atmosphere density right here. You can choose what the density of the atmosphere is going to be so that it can truly reflect what it's like on this whatever planet it is. That's right, planet, because this is literally used to make things like Star Wars. Here we have Tatooine that quickly and easily. I just can't get over it. It's just amazing. So how about I go and show you it in a couple of other ways. Starting it all off, let's keep it simple. Right here, we have this lovely little cityscape. Now, this is from Sketchfab. If you want it, it's all linked down in the description. So we have this nice little view down the alleyway right here. I want this to go into the midday, so let's just bring it up here on the vertical, and now it is midday. Or we can go the other way around and turn this into more of a night shot. Let's go all the way down to here, and that's right, this is giving us our night, and it really is our night. We can go into our stars here, increase this radiance intensity, and you'll start to see all of the stars right here in our sky. Okay, let's jump over to the next one. This one here is probably one of my favorite ones because, well, it's a throne room. So here we are flying around in the throne room. You can see just how beautiful this looks. Let's take a look at the view here outside of the throne room. You know what? I want this to be an alien world. So let's go into our settings. Let's change our sun to be a binary star. That's right. Let's go and bring up that sun, I think, or move it a little bit on the horizontal because I'm not able to see it right there. Let's go for that there. You know what? The clouds are in the way. Let's just move those clouds. That's right. All of this is completely procedurally controlled. So on our clouds, let's just move them. Well, let's just move that this way. On the X as well, just move you just out of the way. I want to see that other sun there. Let's bring that sun up a little bit on the vertical. Brilliant, like that there. And then let's make that binary sun. I know what, I'm going to say that that binary sun is absolutely huge. So let's bring that up like that. So we've got a giant sun right over there. It looks more sort of like a reflection. And this is just incredible. This is all just using Eevee right this minute. It is just incredible indeed. I love it. Let's jump to the next one. This time we're on Mars, but we need to apply a couple of things here. Of course, one of the first ones we need to do is set our object fog. So give that just a quick moment, and now we have that lovely distance. But this doesn't look very Mars-like. How about we go and change that pretty quickly? On the preset, we have this lovely Mars right there. Bloop. There we have Mars. But you know what? I think that the atmosphere and all of that isn't quite right for me. I also want to be able to see the stars. So let's bring those stars in here. That's exactly what I'm wanting. Really make them pop. I think maybe not that much of the gamma radiance. Let's change that to somewhere around here. And then I think it's the atmosphere that is really sort of kicking things in here. So let's go with the density. Let's bring that all the way down to 0.1. Look at that. That is just an insane sun coming at you. Or we can go completely the other way. Let's say it's an absolute dust storm that is right this minute all over the place. We crank that all the way up. A little bit too much there. Let's go for about 10, or we go for 5. I think 5 looks good. Let's bring up that sun. Let's say it's right there. Look at that. You cannot get more atmospheric. And remember, this here is with Eevee, not even cycles. This is unreal. And then I'll give you one last one to go with. And this is an incredible photogrammetry of Kukura Castle. And I just want to see this as a retro wave. So let's bring that retro wave in here. Let's bring up that vertical right up to, I think, somewhere around there. And then I just want to increase the diameter of this sun to really make that awesome. Look at that right there. You know what? I feel like rendering this one out. Let's go bring in cycles. Let's make sure that we set up our compositing as it should be. And now with that there, let's give it a quick little render. And that is just looking incredible. As you can clearly see, that is how my renders will never be the same again. Remember, there's a link down in the description if you want to support Maker Tales, if you're interested in physical starlight and atmosphere. A huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. And a big thank you to Jem Ozkanak and David Fernandez for being VIP makers. If you're enjoying what I'm making here, I would love to see over there if you think I'm worthy of your support. Thank you for watching. Keep making, and let the quest continue. Goodness me, man, could you say incredible any more times? And this video makes me look like such a sellout. I truly mean it. It is incredible. I've had to deal with this problem so much. I had to put this in the end of the video because after watching that video, I was just like, wow, I'm coming across as a big sellout there. The add-on is amazing. I truly encourage you that if you really need a sky quickly and easily, go get it. If you don't need that, I gave you ways right at the beginning how to do it. Just give yourself a sunlight in some direction. You're going to have to tweak it quite a bit more, and you will start to get sort of shadows, but you won't get anything like the incredible sponsor segment that this entire video pretty much turned out being. Anyway, it truly is my own honest opinion. Nobody gets to control that ever. Thank you for watching, even though it looked like I was selling out.